Hi students, how are you? Dear students, philosophy is derived from two Latin words, philo and sophia. Philo means love and sophia means wisdom. So philosophy is defined as the love of wisdom. Philosophy is concerned with the different types of philosophies such as idealism, realism, pragmatism, naturalism, perennialism, progressivism, existentialism. So these theories or these philosophies are evaluating education, pedagogy, teachers, students, curriculum from various perspectives. So today we are going to discuss one of the most prominent philosophy that is known as the philosophy of perennialism. Perennialism refers to the quality of being everlasting, unchanged, durable, which works in all the time and in all types of situation. Perennialism is a philosophy presented by three major exponents or educationists. These are the propagators, these are the exponents, they are the presenter. The first one is known as Robert Hutchins. He was born in 1899 and he died in 1977, and he was an American professor. Second, Mortimer Adler. He was born in 1902 and died in 2001. He was also an American professor. The third exponent is Saint Thomas Aquinas. Saint Thomas Aquinas was an Italian Catholic priest. Dear students, it's very long theory, very long philosophy, but we are going to discuss that what are the major and the main points. The main points of perennialism is that this philosophy is totally teacher-centered philosophical school of thought. Teacher is dictator, teacher is disciplinaire, teacher is all in all, teacher can do whatever he likes, teacher is active, students are passive. So it is teacher-centered, and this is known as a dictatorship. Focus on long-lasting things. Means perennialists were not ready to accept any type of change. They were the strong supporter of the everlasting curriculum, no change in the curriculum, no change in the pedagogy, no change in the role of the teacher. So they were of the view that ideas and reality, they are always and everywhere the same and unchanged. They follow idealism and realism to some extent. A conservative philosophy. Conservative means reserved. It doesn't accept the influences of the time as well as the influences of the other philosophies. It emphasizes on the past and old traditional concepts. They were of the view that old is gold. Sublimity is the echo of a great soul. The great books written by the great writers in the past should be continued into the present time as well as in the future time. Against progressive school of thought. They were strongly against progressivism because progressivism accepts changes. There is variation in the role of the teacher, the learner, the curriculum, the pedagogy, each and everything is open to change in progressivism. But in perennialism, they were strongly against all types of changes. They believed in trial and testing, learning through committing errors and then leading to perfection. Truth and reality can't be changed. They were of the view, just like idealists, that truth is always unchanged and reality is also unchanged. The thing which is real, that will be real forever. Then, according to them, what are the aims of education? Aims of education of perennialism was development of the intellect, development of the mind, development of the reasoning power. They were of the view that students should be made alert. They should be having the power to decide each and everything by using their intellect. They were propagating that the basic aim of education is to develop leadership qualities in the learners. Human nature is same everywhere. This is the most debatable phenomenon. According to perennialists, human nature was, is and will be the same. There is no possibility of change. When human nature is not accepting any change, so curriculum will not accept any change. Pedagogy will not accept any change. The role of the teacher will not be altered. Then education leads to eternal truth, universal truth. This is a bit philosophical, that through the process of education, by studying the classical books and applying the classical methodology of teaching, by observing the classical attitude towards the teacher and the students, the learner will reach to find out the universal truth. What they think about curriculum? According to perennialists, curriculum should be universal. Universal means that it was, it is, and it shall always be the same. There will be no change. Based on great books and writers, sublimity is the echo of a great soul. If a book is written by the great writer, that book shall always be great and that book should be followed. It is also known as blind followership. Then, role of teacher. Teacher was dominant and prominent. Teacher was all in all. Teacher was having the power to do whatever he liked. He was the symbol of authority and source of knowledge. Teacher should be knowledgeable. But a knowledgeable authority should not be challenged by anybody. He should be a role model. Externally, internally, a teacher should be a role model for the learner. Therefore, benevolent taskmaster. Benevolent taskmaster means that a teacher will always think for the welfare of the learners. He will always perform good deeds to make the learner good citizens. Students' role. Students' role is learning of reasoning. They have to develop their logic. They have to develop their mind. They have to develop their intellect. They have to use their intellect in every and each aspect of life. Hardworking and dutiful. Teacher is the sole authority and the student is subordinate. He must be dutiful, he must be hardworking. Good character. Teacher, role model. Student must be examples of good character. Discipline. Discipline is the cornerstone of perennialism. They were of the view that spare the rod, spoil the child. Where the philosophy, the type of education in which there is not severe punishment, that education cannot flourish. Must, discipline must. It should be strict and it should be harsh. The last one, teaching methods. Socratic method. Socratic method is known as dialogue method. Dialogue method means the teacher will say one thing students will say, other thing through mutual communication they will teach and learn. Discussion and memorization plus drill. So dear students, this was the theory of perennialism, very important theory of philosophy. It is to some extent now this theory is not followed because its postulates and its principles are not coping with the requirements of the modern age, but still we should try to learn it and to practice it for our successful future. Thank you very much.